families, and thank you for joining us for the third grade promotion parent information meeting. Purpose of this meeting is to inform you about the third and fourth grade promotion and retention law. Overview of what the law says. As a part of the legislation, the General Assembly revises state's law regarding the promotion of students from third grade. In a nutshell, this law states that students in third grade must pass the TCAP reading portion of the TCAP assessment in order to be promoted to the fourth grade. There are several TCAP levels. The highest level is a level 4, which means your child has exceeded expectations. Next is a level 3, meaning your child has met expectations. They have given consistent grade level performance. Next is a level 2, which is approaching. A student shows partial mastery or may require targeted support. And then the lowest is a level 1, which we consider below, where a student has not mastered the understanding of the grade level standards. As a school, we have done several proactive things to ensure that our students are ready and able to be promoted. Our teachers collaboratively plan to ensure we teach the standards and we strengthen our instruction across the entire school. We review and analyze student data on major assessments to help identify and strengthen areas of need. We provide teachers with time to assess student work, prepare lessons, and meet the needs of students. 2 hours of each day are dedicated to English language arts. We ensure that all students receive small group instruction during their reading time. Our ESL students receive targeted instruction based on their language needs by an ESL certified teacher, and we ensure that students who fall below the 40th percentile receive intervention outside of the regular instruction. So you may be asking what happens if a student scores below or approaching on the ELA portion of the TCAP or Tent Ready assessment. There are options if a student does not meet the requirements on the TCAP reading portion. If a student does score approaching, which means they're almost there, they can attend summer learning camp. They have to maintain 90% attendance. They have to demonstrate adequate growth on testing at the end of camp, or they can participate in Power Hour in the fourth grade. If a student scores below, that means they will need to attend summer learning camp, where they will have to maintain at least 90% attendance. They have to demonstrate adequate growth on testing at the end of camp, and they have to participate in Power Hour. So the difference is if you are approaching, you have to do at least one. If you are below, you have to do both. You have to attend Power Hour and the summer learning camp. If you're wondering, well, what if my child has a special circumstance? In that case, there are some circumstances that will allow a child to be exempt from retention. A student who is an English language learner and has received less than 2 years of ELA instruction. A student who was previously retained in any grade, kindergarten, first, second, or third. A student who has a disability or a suspected disability that impacts reading. Or a student who retests before the next school year and scores proficient. All of those students would be exempt from retention. Okay, so if my child scores approaching or below, can I appeal it? Unfortunately, if a student scores below, there is no appeals process. If a student scores approaching, there may be a chance that you can appeal depending on the circumstances of that child's universal screeners and any other circumstances surrounding the student. Those are done on a case-by-case basis, and they have to be approved through the State Board of Education. It is not something that the school can approve. So, if your child is currently in fourth grade and they were promoted using a pathway from third grade, meaning they had to attend summer camp or they did Power Hour, they still have to maintain a level of proficiency. So if a student scores proficient on the fourth grade ELA TCAP, they will be promoted to fifth grade. If they scored below or approaching on that fourth grade ELA TCAP and they did not show adequate growth, that means your child will also have to attend some type of remedial service, which could be during the school day or after school. These students would need what we call a promotion plan. We do want to let you know that if a student scores below or proficient, they will have the opportunity to retake the assessment before the end of the school year. Once we receive scores back from the State Department, we will notify parents if their child has scored below or approaching. Those students will be given the opportunity to retake the assessment at the end of May. We also want to let you know that it is important that students are signed up or registered for summer learning camp. Third grade has been given an allotment that is above what the rest of the grade levels are given, so we have plenty of seats available for students in third grade who may need to attend summer camp based on their TCAP scores. We understand that the scores come in late. That's something we can't necessarily help. But we want our students to sign up early for summer learning camp to secure a spot to ensure that if your score is approaching or below, our students can be served. Remember that we are always here to answer any questions that you may have. But remember, the most important thing is students have to score proficient or advanced on TCAP in order to be promoted without a promotion pathway. If your student scores approaching or below, they can still be promoted, but they have to engage in one of the promotion pathways. A student who scores below must attend summer learning camp and they must attend Power Hour in the fall. If a student scores approaching, they can attend summer learning camp and show adequate growth, or they can attend Power Hour and show adequate growth. Students who are ESL and have been served for 2 years or less, students who have a disability or a suspected disability, students who have been retained in kindergarten, first or second or third grade, and any student who retakes the test and then scores proficient can be promoted. We know this is a lot of information, but feel free to reach out. My email address is Jackson, JACKSONALE @rcschools.net. You can also reach me directly through Class Dojo. Looking forward to hearing from you if you have any questions. Have a great day.